What's good, Silver Gang? Back here with another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to the richest man in the world, The Boring Company, the plan to end traffic. Now, I just wanted to react to this in light that Elon Musk became the richest man in the world over the weekend. He could now not be the richest man in the world, you know. The stock market, everything's a little up and down, you know what I'm saying? I just recently sold my Tesla stock for $846 for 139% return. I'll put that up on the screen, not to flex, but I'm just saying, man, get your head in the game. You can make some of these gains. Do your research though. Do your research. But yeah, I wouldn't go invest in Tesla exactly right now, you know, considering that they're on a super up type trend. You know, I'll wait till the downtrend, you feel me, to get in, you know what I'm saying? Buy when niggas is fearful. Be fearful when niggas is greedy. That's what Warren Buffett says, man. But either than that, we gonna get right into the video. I'm talking too much. The one and only Elon Musk, the Boring Company, Tesla, SpaceX. This man is damn near out of the fucking cartoon, bruh. Genius.
Silver Gang, we finna blow out, yeah. Silver Gang, we finna close out, yeah. Silver Gang, yeah, we finna blow out.
To say Elon Musk is a busy guy is an understatement. Between running SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, he apparently plans his day in
Neuralink, that's the one I forgot about.
5-minute slots. Time is precious. So one day in 2016, while sitting in another LA traffic jam, he had enough and tweeted he was going to build a tunnel boring machine and just start digging. In case anyone thought he was kidding, he followed up with, "I'm actually going to do this." It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision to found the Boring Company. Musk had been thinking about it for a while.
Traffic is soul destroying.
The cool thing about the Boring Company is, too, I don't know if you've seen the Joe Rogan interview with Elon Musk, the very first one, not the second one. And he brought on the fire extinguisher. This guy sold, or flamethrowers, I'm sorry. I said fire extinguishers. He's not extinguishing flames, he's making them. But yeah, if you've seen that, yeah, this guy's doing a lot, man. The Boring Company is pretty dope.
It's like acid on the soul. It's horrible.
And his solution might just end traffic for good. When Boring built its test tunnel leaving the parking lot of SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California, the aim was to find a better way for private vehicles to get around. But the plans have now expanded into a public transportation system called the Loop, where those who don't own cars can hop on a vehicle cycling through. The first loop will be in Las Vegas. Built for the massive convention center, which hosts the Consumer Electronics Show every January. A walk from one end to another normally takes 15 minutes. That's now turned into a 1-minute ride. Visitors will be packed into a Model X, Model 3, or a modified Tesla that can fit up to 16 people. This is an earlier prototype.
That looks futuristic, bro. Now this is innovation right here. This is what, when you was watching what's the Jetsons, this is what you pictured in 2020. They said we was gonna have flying cars on the Jetson in 2020. It's 2021. What is going on? But I feel like Elon Musk is probably the closest one, and probably the one with the most, you know what I'm saying, the gall to get us there. Look that up if you don't know what that means.
The vehicles will be zipping through the tunnels at up to 155 miles per hour, initially with a driver and eventually autonomously. An electric skate was supposed to help center the car. That was axed in favor of retractable wheels, but both ideas have been abandoned, and instead the vehicle will rely on its own tires, driving through a paved tunnel. The convention center loop could be the beginning of a bigger Vegas network stretching all the way down the strip, potentially one day connecting to Los Angeles if the website is any indication. In LA, there's a proposal to take fans to and from Dodger Stadium. So instead of sitting in traffic for an hour, the dugout loop, as it's called, would only be a 4-minute ride and cost $1 each way.
I mean, would it be incredible?
$1. And it's keeping it cheap for the regular smugglers out here, you know what I'm saying?
If you could travel around LA, New York, DC, Chicago, Paris, London, anywhere at 150 miles an hour.
Expanding to major cities around the world will only be possible by bringing down costs. The same strategy Musk applied to the rocket business.
The final liftoff of Atlantis.
Space shuttle launches used to be really expensive, $450 million per mission.
Godspeed, Spot and Doug.
Then space.
But you know what he did? He said, why don't we just use the same rocket again? Genius.
SpaceX came along and dropped it down to $62 million for a Falcon 9 flight, largely because it's able to reuse parts of the rocket. In the same way, building tunnels is very expensive. Los Angeles' Purple Line subway extension has a price tag of more than $1 billion a mile. Yet the 1 mile demo tunnel,
$1 billion per mile? Jesus Christ.
only cost $10 million because the Boring Company applied the principle of reusability responsible for SpaceX's success. Typically, the excavated dirt is thrown away, and the process of taking it off-site is very costly. Instead, the dirt will be used to help build the tunnel's reinforcing segments on-site. And any leftovers will be turned into bricks to be sold, paying for the dirt removal itself, or given away for
Such simple things that anybody could do. This man is just doing it and really probably changing history, not even just lives, history.
free for affordable housing projects. Another way to cut costs is by building smaller tunnels. The standard size for a single lane is 28 feet in diameter. Borings will only be 12 feet, which doesn't leave a lot of room, so although technically any electric vehicle with autonomous capabilities will be able to use them in the future, they'll have to fit. Smaller tunnels also makes building faster. Tunneling today is slower than a snail.
This is our goal. We must be faster than a snail.
They plan on beating Gary, the company's pet snail, by bringing a different approach to drilling. Usually, a tunnel boring machine, or TBM, drills then stops as the segments are installed. The Boring Company wants to do both at the same time and with a more powerful machine. A standard TBM can dig 1 mile in 8 to 12 weeks, whereas Boring's third-generation TBM, the custom-designed Prufrock, is meant to go more than 1 mile a week. And if it moves that quickly, the system could rival subways, or in Musk's words, crush subways. While a train has to stop at every station, Loop passengers would travel directly to their destination, skipping all the other stops. And unlike a subway, there isn't a limit to the number of stations. They can be as discrete as a couple of parking spaces. It would also be as much as 9 times the speed of a train. If you find
See, this is how you make money. You solve real life problems. Again, this is all theoretical, but when it's theoretically done, it will be 9 times faster than a train. Same thing I'm kind of hearing about, like with these cryptocurrencies, XRP, right? You know, it's faster transaction speeds and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Look into cryptocurrency if you have not. Just some investments I'm gonna throw out there. I'm not an investment person, you know what I'm saying? Don't take my advice. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Just do your own research type shit. But Tesla, man,
uncomfortable, it will be hard to handle what
or
comes
Elon
next,
Musk, I should say.
because
This
the
isn't
loop is
Tesla.
a stepping stone toward the Hyperloop. The Hyperloop is meant for city-to-city transport at more than 600 miles an hour. We're talking airplane speeds, so passengers and cargo will be in a pressurized pod. It could either connect to the loop or fit within the loop tunnels. For the past few years, SpaceX has held a competition for students and non-students to build subscale prototypes. Although this technology may captivate minds, there are questions about how safe a loop or Hyperloop would be. The proposed 35-mile DC to Baltimore route has been criticized for not having enough emergency exits. The plan is to construct up to 70 ventilation shafts serving as exits that would be spaced as far as 2 miles apart. Boring notes the loop is designed to be the fastest and safest system ever, and says it will comply with safety and fire protection standards. Still, some engineers are skeptical this will succeed on a large scale. But the same was said of SpaceX when it began, and many thought Tesla would never learn the art of mass production. If Musk is known for anything, it's beating the odds with engineering feats.
Finally, there's something that I think could solve goddamn traffic problem.
The future should be anything but boring.
Hey guys, appreciate you watching. I'm Cindy Paw. So do you think Boring Company tunnels will...
Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen, man, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment sections if you're ready for the future, man.
Silver gang, we finna blow out, yeah. Silver gang, we finna close out, yeah. Silver gang, yeah, we finna blow out, yeah. Silver gang, yeah, we finna close out, yeah. Making all these YouTube videos, yeah. You